Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on the Ridge we are going to finally finish it. That's right, for a couple days now we've been trying to get this water well trenched and all the conduit ran to it. It has been a bear, that's for sure. We had the tractor fail, we had all kinds of issues. Well now, today, we're going to get it done. We have got our trench dug all the way from the power shed over to the wellhead. And so now it's just time to get all this conduit we got laid out here. We got to get it cemented together, dropped in right here on this column of the gazebo. I'm going to mount a GFCI receptacle right there. We'll have the wires come in, and then we'll bring some other conduit out to the wellhead itself. That's 220. This would be 120, so that'd be two separate circuits. So we come over here. Boy, we sure got a lot of dirt up here, don't we? But it all worked out good. Eventually we got old Blue fixed. We had a big hydraulic line burst. Hopefully you've seen the video for that. We got this dug out. So we're gonna bring the conduit up right out of the ground and bring it right in there. You can see that our 220 panels right behind here, right behind this power distribution panel. And we'll come up out of here with 3/4 inch schedule 80, go in with an LB conduit body, and let's go inside and I'll show you there exactly what we're gonna be doing. We tried to get this done the other day. Time did not permit, but today it's all about the electrical. So right here is where that power distribution box goes in. We're going to come in right here, one of these little 3/4. We'll go about the same height again as that generator box outside. So we got to drill a hole right through there, in line with that knockout right there. Go through the wall, get a LB conduit going up into here, and then down into the trench. And then we'll get our receptacle on the column and then our LB at the wellhead. Let's get some electrical work done. We'll go inside the tool section here. We can see we got our parts laid out we're going to be using today. Here's that 1/2 inch LB that'll go up into the wellhead. I've got 3/4 inch, which will go into the shed. We've got our receptacle box with the 2 holes at the bottom, 1 at the top, our GFCI receptacle. We got our weatherproof box for it. I got some more cement because I was running out here. And we got all kinds of couplings and everything we should need to get this job done, other than just getting it done. Start off with our 1 1/8 inch paddle bit to get our 3/4 inch conduit through the wall. We're gonna go right in the bottom there. So I want to be lined up about with that generator box. So just, I'd say about right there should do it. There we go. Now I've already verified I don't have a stud. I got a stud there and a stud over there, so I'm really good through here for my main power and this this well. I gotta go through and I gotta do the same thing on the other side, and there's no there should not be a batten there either. So let's go all the way through. Alrighty. Got that done. So now I can do my knockout up here and get all this conduit set up, and then we'll start heading outside and getting all that cemented together. I'm hoping this job goes smoothly and quickly today. A lot less problems than previously. Fingers crossed. Let's see if I can get this knocked out here. Yeah, I should pop it. There we go, got it. Got my conduit fitting and my lock nut. Get that started and tightened up. And I should be able to calculate how much conduit I need to cut to go down to the LB. All right, I got everything cut to length. This should go right there. This should go through the wall and out the other side and have just enough to put the LB on there. I can go ahead and glue all of this. That way everything's stationary. I can get some caulk around there if there's a little gap. So let's start. Let's see. I got to start with this first and then slide that one on. That's how this works. Let me all right, let's see if I can get this a little bit on there. I don't want to make a mess. So this is the top. Oh, I got this. This is why I bought some more, because this is starting to get a little on the not good side. Luckily, this is inside. So this is going to go straight up, and I need to have the words to the back like that. Perfect. Probably should have put the top in first, but it's all right. It's all right. Let's see here. Yeah, that stuff's getting a little thick, isn't it? It'll be all right. A little thick. And this is inside, so it'll be all right. It'll be all right. So I need this to go in and turn this way. All the way in and turn this way. And that should line up perfectly right there. Before I get my bottom piece glued in, I'm going to go ahead and get my support brackets on and get them screwed in. Otherwise, it'd be very hard to do afterwards once everything's glued. So, all right, so that should go right there. Let's see here. So if I look, I'm going to go ahead and put one even with this one, make my OCD happy. Make sure it's within 12 inches. It is. You can see it's over 12, and that's under 12. So we're good there. So let me get our first screw. And we want to do it right there. So get this off of there. Right there. Oh, scratch, scratch, scratch. Okay, so I know that one goes right there. And this next one, I want to put it, let's see, right there. So let me get it right there. Same thing. Just get a little scratch where it goes. Alrighty. So now I should be able to just push this out of the way. Then I know where it goes. Oops. Gotta put that up. There we go. This one goes right there. Okay, and this one, where'd my screw go? There it is. Go right up there. Get behind there. Get behind me. Oh, it's gonna be a little hard. I'm gonna have to take this out. I'm gonna take it out. Probably what I should have done all along. All right. Now, get that right in there. Level. There we go. Let me make sure the distance is right now. Okay. So, pop over there. Pop it out. Again, it's got to come out just a little. Oh, yeah, it's good. Right there. Right there. That one needs to go in just a little bit more. Doesn't it? No, that one's good. And that one needs to come out. Out! I think I can come out a little bit. There we go. Alright, so now that one there. That one there. Bolt. Nut. And again, I'm not going to tighten these up right now. I just needed them the right spots. And then I can glue the bottom if it lets me. It's just the order of operations sometimes, right? So I gotta push that back through and get some glue on there. Little juice on the inside of that one. And Actually, I'm not going to do the conduit there because this is on the inside. It'll twist just fine. I'll go ahead and get this up in there. Oh, get up in there. There we go. There we go. Twist. I got twist. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Now I can get this bolt back on there. And I'm just going to hand tighten these for now. Man, everything is looking good. Alrighty. Tighten this up. And then I should be able to work on the outside and all this be nice, secure, and straight. And I really don't have to put a level on this because I've got my beadboard line. I know it's perfectly straight. I mean, it looks amazing. Guys, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. All right, that looks straight and amazing. I mean, okay, I'm just saying from my perspective, it looks straight and amazing. I am going to get a little bit of caulk down there, but it doesn't need much, does it? So I'll come back and caulk that. Let's go on the outside, start working out in the heat. All right, I'm not going to glue this one on just yet because whenever I connect the vertical and the elbow on the bottom, I got to be able to glue it and slide it on. Otherwise, I won't be able to get it on properly. So we've got schedule 80 right here, guys. This is the thicker wall stuff. Anytime you're coming outside, going up in, you need to have schedule 80. And I guess technically that little piece right there should have been schedule 82, but shh, don't tell nobody. And so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this schedule 80, the right length, and then the elbow at the bottom. And we'll be able to start gluing all those pieces together and then start working over there on the receptacle. All right, that's gonna go on there. And schedule 80 elbow, gonna go there. And I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom, which is definitely more than 18 inches. So I need to cut that right there. Make sure I mark that spot. Ugh, not using my hacksaw this time, guys. See if I can do it without cutting my leg though, right? Yeah, perfect. All right, let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, all right, so let's get this off of here and do I got my good stuff out now, the brand new one. So, okay, if I can do this without getting it all over me. All right, so I'll make sure it's the green striping and letters to the back. Oh, it's got the bigger bulb on it, doesn't it? Okay, outside. Oops, drippy. And inside, oh wow, this stuff is, I like the smaller bulb better, that's for sure. Definitely less mess. All right, so puts this in and rotate back. I gotta get this mess off of here. I do not like the mess on my conduit. All right, so that one, again, I'll glue that on later. Now on the bottom here, I don't care if I make a mess because it's underground. All right, let's see, put this right there. Of course, I still don't want to make a mess. Let's see, that's going in here. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that a bit. I may pour the some of this in my old can because I do not like the big bulb. I can't be as precise with it. You know I want to be precise. All right, so this, got to go this direction. Make sure that's right. Turn it. Turn it before it seals. That looks good right there. All right, that piece is done. How's that look? Right on there. I'm gonna come back just a hair. Oh, it's sealed. That's all she wrote. That's perfect though. Yeah, that's fine. All right, everything's locked in place. Yep, we're good. All right, now let's start gluing all the long runs together. I poured the PVC solvent in my smaller one here. I like working with this one better. Much better for the smaller conduit. I can see if you're doing 2-inch and 3-inch, you know, even 1 1/4, but not for this. All right, so let's do this. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and, I guess it doesn't really matter because I already have the angle. I already have the angle figured out, so I just gotta glue it on. All right. Oh yeah, much better. Around there, inside of there, and I want it, definitely want it nice and wet for outside. Inside, I'm not too. It's just securing it, but here on the inside or outside, I want it full penetration. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and flip this over this way and just start moving down the line. Moving down the line. Look at, I even got a trench to work out of. Oh, it's wet. All right. Let me make sure I get all the conduit cleaned out. Okay. Don't matter if I make a mess underground, does it? There we go. Nice. Push and twist. Okay. Down here. Yeah, thank you, Dad. My dad's a retired master electrician. He said, do all your conduit before you push it together and stick it in the ground, because when you gotta pull it out, pull it apart later on, it's gonna be a bear. And over there on the solar conduit, oh my gosh, that was a bear. He was 100% right. So this is, I can already tell, this is gonna be the way to do it. And you don't need a primer, guys, cleaner or primer on conduit, electrical conduit. Just letting you know, you don't need it. Actually, that's still sticking up. There we go. I'm gonna get a little bit more on there. There we go. Push it together. All the way and twist. Okay, excellent. All right. We got one more stick and then we'll have to have a cut one. All righty, let's go ahead and get this one cleaned out. Ugh. Do this one first, Tim. That way you can set it on the ground. Don't worry about getting anything on it. Duh. You should know better than that. You're an electrician. Actually, no. I was an automation engineer, industrial, electrical, leak. Yeah, I am not a residential electrician. PVC conduit was not my specialty. That's for sure. I'll tell you that right now. Right now. Okay, let's see. This is where the curve is going to be. And the cut piece. Get it cleaned up. All right. Okay. Get in. And twist. All right, so now I can push it down and get it in the trough. All right, let's drop it in. Drop it in, drop it in. Come back over here. Everything should fit just perfectly. And it should just go right into place. Ugh. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. I like it. All right, let's get on that end and get this other piece cut. Set that right there. All right, so now I got to cut this piece and put an elbow down there to go up for our receptacle. Check this out. Check this out. There's a little tree frog. Let's see if we can get closer. Check this guy out. He's just chilling like a villain right next to the pipe, next to all that green, gray, greasy stuff. I still haven't figured out what that is. It's like motor grease, or lithium grease on tractors and stuff. If you saw my last video, I got it all over me. It's around the wellhead here, but that guy is so cute. Well, I'm not gonna bother him, but I do need to figure out where I gotta cut that, get this elbow on here so it can go straight up. Also got to cut out this little foot plate here so the conduit can run right up into the receptacle. I've got my schedule 80, which will go up to it, and I've also got some schedule 80 half inch over there that'll go down. All right, so got to have a coupling on here, and that will go there, and that should go right there. So that means I can cut right here. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because I got a little room to move. All right. Oh, this gray grease stuff is everywhere. All right, so I'll clean that up, and I should. Where'd my glue go? I had my glue here somewhere. Oh, it's over there. A little bit on the inside of there. A little bit on the outside of there. Twist and turn, make sure I get it straight up and down. That looks good. So now I can do this coupling. A little bit on the outside of there. Again, this is underground, so no biggie. All right, and then the schedule 40 adapter. Okay, now this one does matter. So that has to be, I want the schedule 40 paint pointed towards the back, and I'm going to mount the receptacle the right height below there. This should be the, okay, so push this in and turn. We good? Yep, we're good right there. Perfect. Now I can cut this metal. I got my safety glasses on, got my cutter here, angle cutter. Okay, let's see. Come on, gotta go. I don't think this battery has enough juice. All right, so that, I should just be able to hammer this down. Nope. Let me get a pair of pliers. I really don't want to cut that off. I want to leave that smooth, so let me get some pliers. All right, let me just bend this down. That's what I'm talking about right there. Bend it all the way down. And I should be able to hammer that now. Now, conduit should be able to come up at a pretty decent angle. Yep, that works. Now, before I glue this on, I'm gonna make sure I get the right position for it. And I can go ahead and mount it, and I can take it apart and do the half inch. Just gotta make sure it's centered and straight. Right there, looks good. Yep. Make sure I get it straight. There we go. Yeah, let me go ahead and put the other. I'm gonna leave those out just till I get the other the 1/2 inch in, and then I can do that. All right, I got the 1/2 inch schedule 80 here. Let me go ahead and put this on. See where I need to cut it. Let's see, about right there. Expensive stuff. Don't mess it up, Tim. Don't mess it up. All right. And that should, let's see, I need my reducer, but that should go perfectly right there. Let me go ahead and glue this together. Whoop. Whoop. Let's see, so I want the, in the back. Right there. That looks good. Yeah, perfect. Go ahead and glue my reducer here. Just get a little bit on the outside of that. So this is 3/4 inch hole there, so I need a reducer. There we go. Make sure that's pretty clean. It is. So that should just slide right up in there now. It does, which is good. So now I can get this is schedule 40. Oh, no, it's backwards. Backwards. It's like, I don't need a coupling. I just need to helicopter this around. It's like fencing over here. All right. So this should go right onto there. And let's see where it should stop. I'm thinking, boy, it's gonna be a little tight. Let me go ahead and glue it, and then I can see where to cut it. I think that makes the most sense. Okay, this is the schedule 40. Yep, that's schedule 40. Doesn't matter where it's at. There we go. All right, so now I can cut the length over here. So that's gonna be right there. And I got this. It should be a little bit further right there. It's right here. Ugh. Horseshoes and hand grenades. There we go. Let me make sure that fits good. All right, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. All right. Boom. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. So now I have to glue this. Again, it's underground, so it doesn't matter. All right, and I gotta get the angle right. Actually, it just needs to be straight like that is. Straight up and down. Straight up. Oh, I'm gonna turn a little bit more. So that is there. Nope. Back. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's good right there. Right there. Going into the wellhead. Got my LB here. And let's see. I need a coupling. Okay. Coupling, so that's schedule 80, right? Yep. And then this is going to go on there. And that is going to go right there. So that means I need to cut right there. Right there. Okay. Let's see here. Cut right there, Tim. Hopefully that's right. Hopefully that's right. I bet it is. I'm betting it is. All right. Oops. Got some mud on there. You gotta make sure you clean that off. Not on the inside, at least. All right. So let me get on the inside of there. outside of there. And I want the words on the back. There we go. That should be good. Now that should go right on there. And that's perfect right there. Look at that, guys. Ha ha ha. Perfect. All the way around. Get that on. Twist. And it should go right there. So that is going to go right into there. See, that hole right there is going to rotate around and go right into there. That is perfect angle everywhere. I can take this box off now and get it glued on. There's right there. Okay, so a little bit on here. There we go. And around here. And I already glued that reducer on there, so that's good. Oh, I'm dripping. I'm dripping. That's all right. I'll get it off. I'll get it off. Okay, where'd my rag go? Clean it off, Tim. I want to make sure everything's pretty. There we go. That looks nice and clean. It's fully secured. Everything's straight too. And let me go ahead and put, I got a cap. Eventually I'm going to run some wire, a conduit up here for some lighting and stuff. But right now, I'm just going to leave that cap on there. So now, put the screws back in. Should line up. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Guys, that looks amazing. I know we haven't run the wires yet, but I'm still going to go ahead and install the receptacle and the cover just so you can see what it looks like, all right? It's super easy to take back off, so not a big deal. Let me get it on here. And I like doing ground up. You guys have heard me say that 100 times. Some people do ground down. I just think it's safer with ground up. If I can get this in the hole there. Come on, right there. Just started. Get in there. Right there. I love these covers now. This thing just pops on. Get on it. Get up in there. There we go. And that just slides over the hole. Slides over the hole. There we go. Now, I should be able to tighten it up. Hey, not gonna get it too tight. All right, that looks amazing. I need to put a strap on here. Let's see, I'll put that one. And I need to go get some 1/2 inch. I only had the 3/4 inch. Now I'm thinking about halfway up because the gravel's going to be about right here. So let's say right there should do it. Let me switch this out. See if I can get it. Oh, my one's going to be tough to get it inside there. And there we go. I'm going to have to back that out just a hair. Be all right. Actually, I might be able to get it around. There we go. Perfect. All right, I guess I can glue this now. And also put my strap on there. But I forgot, for one thing, I forgot a little block. I'm going to have to make a little block. Just get a little bit behind there. Oops, don't drip, Tim, don't drip. Just a little bit around there. Here we go. And should just slide right over. All the way, there we go. So now, I can get the strap on here. All right, let's get the level on here. Got to move the bottom till it's perfectly straight, which that is right there. All right, let's get this strap on. Again, I need to have a block behind it, guys. I know that. I know that. So don't worry about it. I'll get a block behind it later. Okay. And this one. Straight, Tim, straight. All right, right there, and I'll put a block behind it, and that will be perfectly level. Last thing to do is caulk it up. All right, let's get a little caulk all the way around. Make it look pretty, pretty, pretty. Let's see here, I gotta get that on the back side. There we go. Let's see if I can clean that up a little bit. Oh, don't fall, Tim. Ah. All right. Gotta get some under here. Beautiful. Ooh, clean up. Beautiful. I think I've said amazing or beautiful by 100 times today, but that's all right. In here on the inside, gotta get a little caulk around the hole. Gotta get it all pretty looking, sealed up. All right. Ooh, need a little bit more right in there. There we go. There we go. Clean your mess up, Tim. Clean your mess up. Oh yeah, looks good. Looks real good. Nice. All right, let me get my work area cleaned up, get everything covered up, fastened up, all my tools put away, all my trash thrown away, and we'll be right back and look at how we did today. I'm excited. All right, we got everything cleaned up in our work area. Our wellhead is ready to wire up whenever we can get our roughing inspection. Our receptacle looks, again, amazing. How many times are you going to say that, Tim? I know. Look at that. Yep. I need a little sticker in there that says GFCI protected, don't I? Yes, I do. Of course, it is a GFCI, but sometimes you know how people are. It doesn't say GFCI protected, even though it's a GFCI. I know. But looky here. Got everything cleaned up. Now, right here, I do remember I got to have... I'm gonna put a white block behind it, and actually over there I need a 1/2 inch strap on that conduit coming up on the over there. I got a 3/4, I'm missing a 1/2 inch, so I got a homework to do there. Let's go around. EG4 mini split's doing good. Let's see, come inside, walk this way. Okay. Look in here, guys, got that all buttoned up. We are cleaned up in here. Looks really, really good. Everything's straight and plumb. All right, guys, we are clean. We are done. Actually, there's a couple more things outside I got to follow up with as well. Outside the power shed here, I do need a ground rod. I need a ground rod ran in there. And right now, I've got a ground rod at that column, and I've got a ground rod at that column over there. And we will tie via solid number 6 copper that ground rod, underground to that ground rod, underground to that ground rod, and actually we've got to get another ground rod. This will be actually one of the main ground rods. So my 200 amp service is right behind here. We'll have a ground rod right here. The 200 amp main service for the entire property being right there. So you have 2 ground rods for it. One there and then one here. So, and they're the sufficient distance apart. So 2 ground rods here. We already have 2 ground rods there. We got to connect all that. And I've still got to come over here. for our DC disconnects. I need to put my straps there and glue this together. I'm gonna leave that unglued so I can pull it out when we start pulling our PV cable, because that will be a bare necessity. I mean, no, way more than bare necessity. Yeah, so I still have to strap this there, pull that apart. This is all done. It doesn't need a strap. And same thing with that one over there. Whew, I am beat, guys. It has been a hot day. It's been about 85 degrees out here in the sun. I tried to get as much done earlier as I could. Had a little lunch break in the middle of it. And Grandma Carol actually brought me a brisket sandwich up here. Uncle Sonny had smoked a brisket the other night. We actually had it for dinner, leftovers. And then she made me a brisket sandwich, barbecue brisket sandwich. So good. So thank you, Uncle Sonny, for that. And Grandma Carol for bringing it up to me. Kind of saved me some time. Let this go. Let this work continue on the ridge. Guys, we've got a lot more to do. You've seen all the things that are outstanding. Of course, then we got to start pulling all the cable into the conduit, get it all terminated, get the trench inspection, get the rough-in inspection, get the final inspection, get powered up, have full solar here on the ridge, and then of course, off-grid barn house. It's exciting times here. 2026, this is the year. RidgeLife, yes, 2026. So make sure you subscribe to RidgeLife, RidgeLife Ramblings, RidgeLife's reviews and how-tos. Maybe even do a RidgeLife Lessons from the Ridge sometime one of these days. So guys, love every single one of you. If you did like today's video, give it a big old thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of our channels. Until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day, and go RidgeLife.